All right, we're looking at Soviet-US tokens now. This is a pretty, again, typical list that's been... This has been an archetype that's been in the game since I've started playing, which was early last year. You got your Unity as Strength, something that is a payoff for running out as much infantry as we are. So friendly infantry unit gets +1/+1 for each friendly infantry unit on the battlefield. This deck is all about flooding the board with infantry units, so that's obviously a great card. Some new and another big payoff for running out a lot of little units comes in the US ally that we're running here, the Alliance being the key one, but we're also running Cadet Nurse Corps. I found this card pretty valuable. Can let us attack some of their bigger units with one of our infantry, but then repair it, and then all of our other smaller guys are getting the buff from this that can then attack more efficiently off the back of this. Some new cards from Allegiance that we're trying out. 109th Combat Engineers. So when another unit moves into the front line, give it +1/+1. Usually we have a ton of cheap infantry units in the support line that we can just make better by with this card. We're running 845th Rifles. This is just a solid mid-range card in general with 2/3 for 2. Heals us based on how much damage it takes. So this is just a good anti-burn card, but it's also just a decent body for the cost as well. So, and it fits with our infantry theme also. Speaking of anti-burn technology, we do have a 329th Engineer Battalion here. This might be a bit much because normally we're not really trying to race burn. I mean, we are, but chances are if we're not taking the front line and like beating them down, we're not winning the game anyway. But this can usually give us such a ridiculously high life total that we can often just like do nothing for a few turns and rebuild up, like post sweeper or something like that. Katyushas are just obviously a really great card. You hit one or two of these with the Alliance and that can be really hard for the enemy to deal with. Going back, looking at a few new Allegiance cards we're running, at the top end we have 1271st Rifles here that creates more reserves, so even more ways to generate a ton of infantry. I have to admit that I haven't been particularly impressed with the P-40 Tomahawk so far, but I'm trying it out because it is one of the premier elites, or it's one of the elites from the new Allegiance set, and it fits with this deck, so I'm trying it out more and more, seeing if I really like it, but it's quite possible that this card could just be something else. Speaking of other Allegiance cards, it's quite possible we could just throw in something like even this, honestly, but possibly this right here over the top end. A 83rd Naval Brigade 4/4 Ambush Guard, destroy an enemy unit that is damaged. So it's a unit, decent body, decent stats for the cost, but it also acts as like a critical hit on deploy. So removal on deploy is a pretty powerful effect to put on a troop. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see how this list does, and maybe we'll make some changes in between matches. I've been pretty happy with this list. I've been running something similar to this for a while, and I've been pretty happy with the results, so probably going to save these 554th Rifles for the turn that we play Allegiance. Oh, that's pretty good, though. This can allow us to get off to a pretty aggressive start, so I think I will just run these out here then. Good chance this gets bloody sickled, but we got some decent value off of it in the meantime. Oof. Yeah, I think we just start putting pressure. If he wants to hammer this unit, then that means he's not killing this with this at least. Alright. Yeah, that's one of the more aggressive starts that we can get for a deck like that, so not surprised to see the concede there if he wasn't running, you know. He clearly didn't have the tools he needed to deal with a start like that. Well, I mean, we have this on, we can play this on 1, play the 2 out on 2, then on 3 we can run that out, plus buff them with the 109th. I like keeping at least a bloody sickle in hand when I see Stalingrad across the table, because people love playing, well, things like that, or Katyushas. Speaking of which, do we want to run one of these out because of Katyusha? We have our own as a follow-up. If he wants to expose a Katyusha to kill one half of our card, I think I'm fine with that. And I think I'll play this out and save this. We might want to... Well, we'll see what he does. We'll see what he does first. Okay. So now I think we want to go play these two out. Draw 2 cards. All right, what do we want to do here now? Kind of want to just run out the 1270 first, but next turn he's able to attack into both of these units with what, and then take the front line. So that's not super great. Maybe I'm supposed to go 845th, unity is strength one of these two, and just keep the pressure on, keep attacking him. Could attack him here, but then he just obviously hits it with that. And I'd rather he spend the resources doing something like that. So if he wants to spend 3 of his 5 resources for the turn hitting it with these two, then he can. Could also have a hammer, but he evidently doesn't. I mean, I'm fine with that exchange there. It's really good for us. That is a nice follow-up from him, but he still didn't use all of his resources that turn, so I mean, it wasn't that great of a turn for him. I think we want to just move this 109th Combat Engineers forward now, and then look to use Cadet Nurse Corps to finish him off. So this is what I mean why I like Cadet Nurse Corps, right? We attacked a bunch and then we still have the ability to keep the pressure on here. I'm gonna get rid of that so he can't just eat this for free, relatively for free. He could catch up here off the back of this guard unit quite easily. That is another Katyusha though, so that's lethal, right? Even if that didn't hit, we had the Katyusha for guaranteed lethal. Another card I was running in the deck for a while was We Can Do It. Since it recently got changed to be 1 cheaper, it no longer ramps you, but still gives you all your units in your HQ plus 3 defense and draws you a card. The problem with it was a little expensive for this deck, and the other thing was it doesn't advance your game plan. It just gives you a yeah. I'll finish my thought before we think about our turn here. It doesn't advance your game plan because all it does is increase your troops' defense. It doesn't increase their attack power. It does increase their survivability, which can be good if you're getting up to the turn. You know, let's say you're facing a British opponent and you're getting up to the turn where they're going to play a carpet bombing, can be really good for that reason. And just having more resilient threats can result in more damage over time, but overall I felt they were a little too clunky. So I cut them, and I've seen a lot of people running the 109th Combat Engineer, so I cut them for those instead. And I have to say I'm so far impressed with how they have performed. So we could play turn 109th Combat Engineers into 554th. I don't know if I don't know if that's quite where what we want to do. I kind of want to save this for the turn where we do this, but then it means we're possibly not doing anything for our first few turns, which I don't think is very good. You want to be as proactive as possible with this deck. I don't think I'm just gonna run out the Katyusha willy-nilly though. We'll play the Tomahawk this next turn, keep attacking with our 554th, and then we'll see where we go from there. Okay, never mind. I think we're doing that instead. It could be a 5-5 if we wait till the next turn and play the Tomahawk this turn, but I mean, it's not gonna. The damage it'll cause by being slightly bigger that won't be made up. It's just better to get it down early and start dealing damage right away. Okay. If I play Alliance, this can't attack. Do we just throw... I might just want to throw out a bunch of stuff and then hope to Alliance the following turn. And actually, I think we just hit that a bunch of times. Oh wow, we got a double proc, so then I can just finish it off with this. That's so nasty. I never in a million years would have expected that to happen. Yep. Yeah, it was against the AI, but hey, we take those. I want my stars. We probably want to keep both of those in this matchup. Well, if this card isn't good in this matchup... Why? Oh, right. I was like, why did we get 2 health? We didn't lose a unit. Not much of a choice. We're just going to run out the big 4/6 here. I think next turn we run out another one and attack with the one we have. Hope that this thing is going to buffer our life total enough so that we can get through this. Okay. Ah, that's interesting. Unfortunately, we have one more Bloody Sickle in our deck. If it wasn't for the card Rising Sun, I'd feel like we were in an okay spot. But at any given moment, he can just refill his hand with just too much cards for us to be able to deal with. That's scary. Ooh. 1, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I guess that's what we're doing. Now even this is a decent attacker, if necessary. Ouch. What do we do here? You know what? I think we just do this. Hope to dodge Juggernaut again from him. Oh my god, did he get Sendai Regiment? Oh, we got that, okay. So I could play these and this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know. Maybe I was supposed to start attacking with this unit a lot sooner. The thing is, I don't think we win if I just start attacking with that and then we don't get any more value out of it. Desperation into bombing raid into isolation. Rough. So this is what I mean. If that engineers like early on isn't even enough to deal with burn, then why is it even in the deck, right? Just speaks to how strong Japan aggro is right now. Maybe a little too strong. Yeah, especially that we drew the third. I'm fine getting rid of that. Just make everything in his hand just that much more expensive. This could be a shelling turn, but I don't think we're winning. Like, we have to play something out. We can't just take our time. Just gotta hope to run him out of resources. Do we just play Unity to Strength? Don't think so. We don't do that. What else do we got going for us? Just make that a 3-3. It's not very interesting. I think we just play this and pass. If he wants to move this forward to threaten killing these units, we just use a hammer on it, I think. Yeah, sure. He's playing, like, just resource choking. Oh, I see. That's why. Being pretty aggressive with those. I'm not sure that that's correct. Fine, we'll do it again. Or not. I don't think we can beat that now. Just move on. Resistance isn't a very fun matchup anyway. Now we're just gonna like be fighting against that thing for the next 30 minutes and we're not gonna win anyway. Okay. Another one. It's fine. Ooh. I think we draw rather than... So he's gonna kill this if he wants to play that again. I'm okay with that. Play this out. Really? Yeah, I think we just play this out then. What do I want to do here? This and that kill this, but then his unit finishes it off. Definitely moving that up. I think we'll just do that. That's unfortunate. We can go like this into this. I'm not missing an opportunity to attack with that though. So I won't play both of them out. Alright. Next turn he's probably carpet bombing. So I'm not going to run this out. Do I want to play this to draw something better? Probably. No, I won't do it a second time though. Could have a second one. Don't think we're beating a second one. Okay. I'm not gonna risk the coin flip on this. Just gotta hope he doesn't have healing. Got through that one. We got off to a slow start, which almost was the death of us, but we got there. I think I like basically all of this. Maybe I was supposed to... Nah. Play that out. much I can do about that. I'll just play out this. Wow, that's good for us. Probably didn't realize that we were tokens quite yet when he played the Panther out on that turn, because I think that was pretty greedy of him not to get the guaranteed value off of the Nebelwerfer onto that one unit. He could have just assumed we were playing some mid-range deck and that his resources were better spent getting out a big unit, denying us a card draw, which is totally possible. We didn't quite know the contents of his hand, right? That might actually have been his best play, but it helped us out a lot. What was this player playing again? They were the resistance deck, right? Probably want one of those. That might be a touch slow. That might be fine. I mean, this is a guaranteed one drop, but I think we want more aggressive. We want more aggressive draws, and yeah, then of course we draw too many orders. I'm fine moving this up and playing one of these. Yep, fine by me. He just kind of aggressively spent his resources doing that, huh? Do we want to run out the Katyusha? Maybe that's wrong. Okay, so I want our units out of carpet bombing range, I think. So let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay then. I was like, I don't think that was lethal, but that's because the enemy surrendered. Yeah, that's a pretty solid hand. Go like 2, 3, 4. That's pretty good. And we have free units as well. I normally wouldn't be aggressive with this, but I think he's going to play a 5-drop again, right? Or do that. Yeah, that was probably a mistake. Well, I didn't have a clean answer for it last time, so... Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 8. That's probably game. I would definitely save that for a post buff, but it's not going to matter. Yeah, Leopold, this deck has a hard time beating Leopold. We have to get under it. If you can't do that, chances are you aren't winning the game. I probably made some questionable choices in the beginning, in the early game. I wasn't expecting him to play, what was it? That one elite that he had in the early game. If he had played basically anything else, I think we would have been set up to win, to have a much more aggressive start. That would have been tougher for him to deal with. It's It's also possible I should have just played differently. I should have saved those 554th for that turn. So maybe I'm not supposed to keep 2 of these because we're really relying on hitting one of our payoffs in this case. Yeah, like that. That's kind of irritating. Maybe I'm supposed to play Unity as Strength there. Yeah, that's probably a mistake playing this out. Yeah, that was definitely a mistake. Probably attacking the plane, but we'll see. Okay. Hoping he misses. They always win the coin flip. They always win the coin flip. Okay, we're just hoping the top of our deck is better than the top of their deck. Probably isn't. Wow. Just nothing but great stuff off the top of their deck. Well, whatever. I let them get to this position, right, by not playing my Unity of Strength when I should have. I think that lost us the game. It's possible they just end up having like Flampans or Sudden Strike to get it anyway, but they didn't, so We definitely lost because of my mistake. Now we're having a different problem. Too many payoffs, not enough infantry. That was possibly the best draw in our deck. Huh. I think we want to play that one out. It's possible we want to just get more numbers on the field because of this. Sure. You do you. Now I think I would just play stuff out. Could get wrecked by encirclement. Not much we can do. We can't really play around that reasonably. Glad we saved this hammer. Glad we have two of them. Yeah, I can't really let that artillery unit live, right? Just kill it and pass. What is their deck? 100% Alpine units or what? Apparently. Boy, oh boy, if I could get a draw like this with Alpine, I'd play it every time. Ooh, that's a pretty good draw ourselves. So... That's +4/+4, huh? Where do we go from here? I kind of want to attack with this and then repair it. But if I do that, I don't get much. I just don't get much value out of the turn. I guess I could... No, I don't have enough resources. Yeah, that's fine with that. I think I leave... I don't know if I want to run both of those into this quite yet. Maybe I'm supposed to, though, because... He could just trade there. But if he does that, then I just heal. Definitely doing that. So let's do that so that annoying clock shuts up. Kinda. Okay, pretty sure you've played 100% of the Alpine units that exist in this game, my friend. Can you... I think we're done. Oh, I thought that was going to be, you know, a good card, like Encirclement. Should definitely heal for 8 here, and then we can go 1, 2, 3, draw. I mean, we're not beating this card advantage, right? We'll try. Sad times. We're 1 star away from General, and then some bad play, and then some bad luck, and we're basically back down to square one. That's how it goes sometimes. What payoff do we keep? Womp womp. I think win or lose, this will be our last match with this deck, and then we'll move on to the final deck of the stream, which is Japan Soviet Aggro. Yes, hello. Play faster, please. this person just slow playing us on purpose or what? That's going to be tricky to deal with. Am I supposed to try to get the coin flip? We're really far ahead. If we hit it, if we don't, we're no worse off than we would have been, I think. Well, that's going to be troublesome. I don't think we're beating that. That's just like too good of a start for what our hand had. Really greedy of him not to find a way to deal with that frontline unit before attacking with that. I think you, at the very least, you should attack my unit before I can buff it. I'm not gonna play any of these out. I wanna draw a card for each. That's annoying. Can't be helped. That's interesting. We probably lose anyway, but he's definitely... This could have hit our HQ, huh? Yeah. I think that's wrong of him not to... Man, can't really... This card is such a beating sometimes. I mean, we gotta basically hope that we can hit this, and he's probably running gunship mission anyway, so... We're at an hour with this deck, and we've basically gone nowhere, so yeah, that's time to call.